Alrighty, thank you so much for stopping by. Just wanted to give you a quick update on your weather for the remainder of this Friday afternoon, as well as going into Friday evening, because if you've been outside at all, you know that A, it is very windy out there, and B, many places are experiencing some blowing and drifting snow already. First and foremost, a lot of the rural school districts are actually closing early due to the weather because of the blowing and the drifting snowfall taking place. And that's really only going to continue to get a little bit worse here as we go towards the afternoon. So for a complete listing of those schools that are actually going to be closing early this afternoon, be sure to go on to mystateline.com and then click on the closings tab. You'll be able to see all those school districts that are closing early. Now let's get a little bit into the weather. Let's talk about what's going on right now. This recording about 12:15. We've got the clouds out there. Some of them have been breaking up a little bit, but what you may see here and there are a few flurries. Initial snowfall in Wisconsin started off, but then really kind of fell apart as it moved into northern Illinois. So, not going to be too concerned with this initial band, but what we are going to be watching for is later today, more closer into the evening time, when we get another disturbance that's going to come in, and that's what's going to provide us with some of that snowfall. Winter weather advisory is in place across much of north central Illinois as well as southern Wisconsin because of the blowing and the drifting snow. Those strong southwesterly winds gusting up to about 40 miles per hour have really caused a lot of blowing snow. I was out on 20 earlier this morning, and it was amazing to see, especially in the open areas where the snow was just completely going over all 4 lanes of traffic. So this is going to be a big problem in the open areas. So I'm thinking 72. East-west roads are really going to be impacted. So we have Pearl City Road, 173 maybe once you get further out into the country, probably even Genoa Road, 72, 64, 38, Bethany Road, maybe a little bit of Peace Road as well, and a lot of other places too. So just kind of keep that in mind if you do have to go out later today. When the snow falls, you're going to experience a lot more blowing and drifting. Let's look at the current wind speeds right now. They range anywhere from about 15 to 20 miles per hour. These are sustained winds, upwards of 25 and 30. Now, when you get some wind gusts going, they're getting close to 40, 41 mile per hour wind gusts clocked at the Monroe Airport. Earlier, they actually had a wind gust of 47 miles per hour. So a lot of that wind is taking the snowfall that's on the ground and really blowing it around. We're going to also be dealing with the snowfall later on today. The southwesterly wind has gotten the temperature into the teens, but it still does feel pretty cold out there. Wind chills are getting up above zero, so wind chills are not going to be the big thing. What we're really going to be concerned with here going throughout the day are the blowing and the drifting conditions here. So one band of snowfall moving through. You see it really kind of fell apart here as it moved into northern Illinois. It's what's coming in here into northern Minnesota that we're going to be watching with that disturbance. This looks to be after probably about 5, 6 o'clock. Snowfall will come in. We'll see that here this evening. The wind is still going to be strong, and it's still going to be rather gusty, so about 35 mile per hour winds or so from the southwest. So as that system approaches, then winds will shift around to the northwest. Visibility is going to go down considerably, and you combine that with the fact that it's going to be getting dark out, probably not going to help out a whole lot. So, if you really don't have to go out tonight, I would say just stay in. It's probably going to be a good night for that. As far as accumulation goes, maybe 1 to 2 inches of snowfall by early tomorrow. We are going to get a break by tomorrow afternoon. It's still going to be windy with the northwesterly wind, still kind of gusty tomorrow. So even if we get a fresh 1 to 2 inches of snowfall tonight, that's going to blow around tomorrow too. So you're still going to have some blowing and drifting snow taking place on Saturday with a couple of scattered flurries. Next system, quick one, Saturday night, Sunday, another 1 to 3 inches by early Sunday morning. That's when we're going to see that snowfall there, the kind of more the heavier of the snowfall. Shouldn't be as windy, but it'll slow you down if you have to go out early Sunday. That is then out of here by Sunday afternoon, and the temperatures really take a drop by early next week. So we're back, sub-zero temperatures for Monday, Tuesday, overnight lows well below zero Monday night, and then going into Tuesday night. But the big story for today is going to be the wind and the blowing and the drifting snowfall. That's going to be a big issue. So just remember, You're going to run into these, near whiteout conditions if you're going to be out, especially in the open areas, the rural areas. Those are going to be the big problems, almost ground type blizzard-like conditions. And that winter weather advisory does continue straight on in through the overnight. Meteorologist Brandon Arnold, he is going to be in here with a complete update, so be sure to tune in at 5 o'clock. He'll also have you updated right here on the weather blog, Facebook, Twitter, so be sure to check that out. You can get all the information right on our weather page. All right, you guys have a safe weekend. I will see you bright and early on a cold Monday morning.